Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. George here. Hope you all are doing very well. I have another request from the spirit world, and I would like to know a little bit about Melania Trump. And as you saw in that video, I was just, I kind of felt sorry for her a little bit when they were there at the funeral of Jimmy Carter, bless his soul. And she was sitting there next to her husband, Donald Trump, and he was more engaging into talking to Barack Obama, which I think he was just making sure that the cameras were on him, because in my opinion, and I think most of us can agree, that Donald Trump, he's a showman. He's the person that wants all the attention, because, if you're not in the spotlight, if you're not on news, then nobody knows you. And I learned a very thing. I learned something from Dolly Parton years ago. She used to be on the National Enquirer all the time. And somebody asked her, one of the reporters asked her, said, Dolly, do you have regrets of being on the National Enquirer almost every week? And her response was, oh, absolutely not. No, there is no such thing as bad advertising. And meaning is that, as long as your name is in the spotlight, people know you and your name is there. So that's kind of what Donald Trump, his whole deal is. He's the entertainer, and I've done magic all, a long time. And I can tell you that, as a magician, you want somebody to see something in this hand, but you got something else in this hand. And that's just the way it is. That's the way the entertainment world works, but I felt kind of sad for Melania a little bit because she didn't look like she was happy to be sitting there. Now, maybe, of course, I'm sure she wasn't with being, at a funeral. Who would be happy anyway, right? And I feel bad, and, God bless Jimmy Carter. And the work that this man did, to help build houses and the humanity efforts that he has put into this world, him and his wife, Rosalind, yes. But I just felt that she was just, I don't know, she didn't seem like she was getting any kind of attention from Donald Trump. Donald Trump was just focusing on Barack and telling him. But then again, that may have been just because the cameras were on him. Maybe they did talk, Melania and Trump, throughout the sermon or before or whatever. But anyway, I thought, I'm going to do a reading. And I'd like the spirits to tell me, because she has another round to go in the White House. Now, do we think that she's happy about that? Personally, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of thinking maybe not. But I would tell Melania, if she was to ever see this video, which she probably will never, but I would say, just in case, or somebody that knows her sees this video, tell Melania this is her chance to shine. This is what I'm saying. This is your chance to shine, child. To do some good, to the world. To be a positive figure. Take some of your time. Maybe this is just my example of what could be. Go out and read to kids, maybe, or Do like Jimmy and Rosalind did, go out and help build a house. Do something off grid, something that you know that Trump, your husband, would not dare do because it would might tarnish his bad image or his bad boy image, I guess. I don't know. And don't take me wrong about this. Whatever happens in the presidency with Donald Trump coming up, we don't know, and he don't know. He just will say a lot of things. But the one person that don't know for sure either how it's going to be this time around is Melania. And is she troubled by this? Maybe. I wonder. I wonder if she's troubled by it. I wonder if she's just regretting going back in, or wanting, or going back into the White House, or is she happy about it? Is she? Is it a positive thing for her? Is she? Because we never hear anything from her, hardly ever. Now I know she's a protective mom to her son Barron, and that's off limits to anybody. I would say. I would say that she has been probably a really good mom to protect Barron as much as possible, and Trump too. I mean, but I'm just saying that her time probably is spent with her son most of every time. Now, I don't know if she has any family here in the United States here. I don't know that, but I would like to ask the spirits, and I have the Titanic cards. The Titanic cards are beautiful. You'll see some of them. These are just absolutely beautiful cards. And so they're going to tell us a story, hopefully, of Melania. At least maybe a little piece of story that maybe we can figure out, what's going on with Melania. So I'm going to ring the spirit bell and get these nasty, bad spirits out of here. We don't want any negative spirits here. We want some positive spirits, positive energy. And let's get started, spirits. If you can tell us with a few cards a little bit about Melania, a little bit about what's going on in her mind, or what can she expect? What can we expect from Melania? Is there trouble? Is there positively energy going on with herself? Is there some kind of awareness that we need to know about? Or is there some kind of awareness that maybe Melania needs to know about? Is it possible that the spirits can help us with that? Oh, sure. I'm 100% sure. So, here we go. Oh, looky here. These cards jumped out. So I'm going to roll the dice, spirits, if you can. 1 through 6. Give me a number. Tell me what the first card about Melania Trump that we can get some information about. Cards that fell out. So let's see what it is. What do we have here? Oh, my Lord. Oh, looky here. It's reversed here, too. Oh, my gosh. Now, this is the Queen of Coins. So, it is interesting that this came up. And let me show you here. On these cards, the coins, they mean the pentacles. And being that this is reversed here, what this first card is kind of trying to tell us, possibly. And remember, folks, this is entertainment. This is just my opinion and no one else's, okay? But from the studies of these cards and what this is telling us here, that this card being reversed, the Queen of Pentacles, or in this case, the Queen of Coins, is talking about a shallow person. Now, we don't know if this is maybe about Melania. We don't know if this is about that, but we're talking about, a dangerous kind of situation of wickedness and out of control, and maybe mean-spirited person. And in sight, what it means too about this lady here, that on the surface, when you're greeted with her, or to her, that she is a very kind person. She just seems like a very nice person. But in reality, on the backside, behind the curtain, she's a very mean-spirited person. Maybe a disloyal. There's unhealthy situations going on, and in this sense, it could be that she's maybe the person in this, what this card is representing, is lack of control of how to get back and get grounded and be a positive figure. Because this is saying that, so far you've not been a positive figure, but there is hope. There is hope. So, ooh, that's an interesting card there to come up. Thank you, spirits. Ooh, what do you think, folks? That is interesting. So let's go to our next card, spirits. And again, we want all the negative spirits out of here. We don't need any bad spirits, any bad energy. Let's get good energy here. So let's see here. All right, spirits. Give me another card, please, if you would. Let's see what's 5. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one. And what do we have here? Oh my gosh, we have the Death upright. The Death upright. Okay. So, the Death card, and it is upright, and a lot of people are so scared of this card when it comes up in a reading, and I can understand. They take it literally, that, oh my gosh, we're going to die. No. Well, eventually all of us are going to die. But that's not what this card means. And it definitely doesn't mean in this situation. This is what this reading is for me, that I'm seeing this. This is a new beginning. You see, when the Death card comes up, especially upright, it means that it is a new beginning and an old end. It means that there's something you need to let go of in the past. And now you've got a new beginning. A new beginning to start fresh. Just like I said, go out and do something completely different and off the rail that, no one would ever expect you to do. Because this card here tells us that you can become the person that you would like to see yourself become. And you need to end something in the past of yourself. And if there's something hanging on to your past and you need to, step away from it that's brought you down negatively, you need to, possibly is what it's saying, you need to just go ahead and walk away from that and get away from that negative energy and go into a positive energy and create your own positive energy. So the Death card is probably one of the best cards that you can get in a reading. And I know a lot of people would maybe say, that is crazy. How is that possible? Because it means, especially upright, that you have a chance right now. It is saying it is time to end something that's bad in the past that needs to come to an end. And the future is yours to change to a positive energy. So, spirits, thank you. I know that a lot of people are kind of worried about this card, but it's not. It's not what it says. It's not what it means. So, thank you, spirits. Thank you, spirits. Moving on, let's get us another card for Melania. Melania, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but let me tell you, a reading is always a positive. It's always an awareness. It's just, that's what cards are for. The tarot cards are for awareness. And, and a lot of people don't believe in the spirit world like this. They don't believe in that. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. There is a positive message going to come out of this if you take it the right way. So let's see, spirits, can you get me another card? Get us another card for Melania. Let's see here. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what it is. Let's see here what we got. Oh my gosh, looky here, folks. Oh yes, the 10 of Wands. What is weighing heavy? The 10 of Wands. Ooh. So it is reversed. The 10 of Wands here. It's reversed. But, I got to tell you, what this card is telling me is there's something nagging. There's something that's, bothering you. And if there is, let it go. Like the song in Frozen that if you were a parent and your child listened to this movie and watched this movie over and over and sung the song, let it go, let it go, let it go. Because there's a lot of things that's bothering people. And I think that possibly this card may be indicating that, you're fearing what's coming ahead of you. And if there's nothing you can do about you can't change what's happened. Your husband is the 47th president, and he will be sworn in on the 20th of January. There is nothing you can do about that. What I've said in the very beginning is that it is the time to change. It is time to change yourself. If you feel that you need to, it's time to change and make a change for yourself, for a positive, for yourself, for your family, for your son, for, anyone around you. And like I said, this must be weighing heavy on you if this card is coming up, potentially, okay? But I'm just saying that is a possibility that is surrounding here. I tell you, the spirits they know, okay? They know, and we've got a story going here, okay? So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. It's there's a little there's a little change of personality here. We've got chances to change right here, and if it's bothering you to change, look at the positive. Oh Lord, this is a great reading so far. I hope y'all agree. This is just a really great reading. So, okay, so let's continue on here. And spirits, if you could please give us another card that may help. If people watching Melania, maybe we know something. Maybe we can understand a little bit of what's going on with this lady. So, oh, we got the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the 5th card. Let me set them down because I will end up doing bad things with the cards. We don't want that. And that's what we got on our 4th card. Oh, looky here. Oh, my goodness. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles, which this one is the 9 of coins, reversed. So what this is saying to me is this card is another story with the rest of these cards here. Maybe you're finding that material happiness is not making it happy. The material things that you once thought was so great is not making you happy. All these things that you used to wish you had and now you have them, well, you're maybe finding in your life of your age here that, well, that's just not making me happy. And it's time. This card is kind of saying, it is time to make a change for that. Find something that will make you happy. And that's what I said in the very beginning, is that, do something positive. Do something that no one would ever expect you to do. It is your time to shine. And you know what? The material things in these lives, they don't mean squat. They really don't. They don't make you happy. What makes you happy is to do something positive for somebody. And this is your time. It is a very interesting card to come up there. So what do you think, folks? I really do. I think that's very interesting. All right, spirits, you're doing such a great job. And again, let's get the negative spirits out of here and making sure I'm still recording here. And spirits, if you can get us another card that may help us understand Melania Trump and what may be going through, possibly, what may be going through, what we need to know, possibly, or what she may can take from this as a positive thing, an awareness. So we have 6. Ooh, Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be the 6th card of the tarot reading of Melania. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, look at here, folks. Oh, look at this. This is the Emperor, and it's reversed. The Emperor reversed. So this is one of the most interesting cards to come up in this reading, and for folks that read the cards, that know cards, I think you all will agree that now I'm not alleging that anybody is being guilty of anything, but this card here is talking about someone's partner, someone's significant other has turned ruthless, has turned in a way that you're not liking. And you're seeing that, and it's holding you back from doing what or it's possibly holding you back and making you feel like you can't do what you're wanting to really do. The reverse of the Emperor is a person that even the people that thought that they were liking, turns out that they're not liking this person. I don't know if this is talking about her husband Trump. I don't know. I don't know if this is why this card came up. But I do know that it is interesting that all these things are coming up, and it's trying to tell, and maybe the spirit world is trying to say, hey, Melania, you know, let's do something here. Let's do something positive. But you got this one figure right here, maybe possibly of you feel that you're being held back, and you're not being shown what you are being. You're not being allowed to do what you want to do. Now, I may be wrong about that. You may have all the opportunity in the world to do what you want to do, and nobody would stop you. And I don't think nobody would. I think that maybe you feel maybe you have something that's kind of holding you back. At least this is what this is saying, and when this card has come up. So it's possible. I don't know enough about what's going on, and none of us know what's going on in your life. And it's probably, it's just the fact that maybe this card has come up and said, hey, if you have somebody in your life that is trying to hold you back and restrain you from saying what you want to say and do what you want to do, then you need to stand up and say, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to do. And it would be a positive thing. But, whoa, wow, what a card to come up. Folks, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? That is, whoa. I'm telling you, the spirits, they know. They know. Spirits, can you get us another card that maybe help us understand what's maybe possibly going on in Melania's life? We don't know for sure. But I tell you what, if there's anyone that would know, it'd be the spirits and her. Okay, she knows. So let's see here what we got. We got another 6. Oh, Lord. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we have the next 6 card. Let's see what it is here. The 8 of Wands. Look at this. And it's upright. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. So what this is telling me is that, okay, so you may be working on something. Maybe you've been working on something very positive. And you're hoping to fulfill what this positive thing that you're wanting to do. Now, you're wanting to tell your partner, which possibly Trump, right? Your husband, that, here's what I want to do. You don't want to force yourself into that situation of where you get a negative feedback. It's always good to kind of just, my good friend Marilyn, she always says, don't poke a skunk. Okay. And I know a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? This is the way. Well, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But here's what I'm saying is that if you have a plan and you're thinking about something that you'd like to do, and you'd like to carry it out, this card is telling us that possibly this is going to happen, but you want to do it little by little, right? Little steps. So if this card is telling us what we think it may be saying is that, hey, if you've got something positive that you're wanting to do it little steps. Your chance is going to come. Your chance is going to come. Ooh, okay, so that's good. That's a good one. All right, continuing on. Ooh, let's get any negative energy out of here. Spirits, can you help us again, please? Help us with another card that may help us with the understanding of Melania Trump. Oh gosh, we got another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have the next 6th card here. What shall it be here? Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is the 6 of Swords. Okay. So the 6 of Swords reversed. This is another interesting card to go along with our story here, folks. Now, what it's telling me is that you've been trying, that there's a change coming, and a transition is getting ready to take place, but you're trying to hold back. And that is probably probably the thing you don't want to do is not hold back. Don't look back to the past because you're worried about what the future is going to be. That possibly, that things don't look like they're going to fall in place for you. Maybe you're not happy about going back into the White House. We don't know. We would hope that you are excited about that. We don't know. You haven't spoken to anyone about it, or at least we haven't heard anything. But if you're dreading that transition, don't. That's my advice on you as far as this card goes. Because you have to move on, and it's better to move on than to look backwards, because you risk falling apart. You risk you know your emotions. You just don't want to look back. You have to look forward. There's nothing you can do about the transition that's getting ready to happen. And that's why I feel like this card has come up. What a story. Oh my gosh. So don't dread what's getting the transaction. Okay, the transaction, of what's going on. Embrace it. And like I said, make the change of something that positive that will help you. Ooh, the spirits. The spirits are just helping us so much. Continuing on. Thank you, spirits, for that. Thank you, spirits. Oh my gosh, folks, what do you think so far? Is this read is very interesting, right? Very interesting. And spirits, can you please give us another card that may give us an awareness of Melania? We got a 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our 5th card right here that we have pulled. And let's see what the spirits are saying here. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the Fool. The Fool card. Let's talk about the Fool card. Yes, the Fool card. And it's reversed. And I'm not laughing, okay? But we have a lot of reverse cards for Melania. I mean, we have a lot. We have 2 uprights here. And then we have the Fool card. And I want you to look at this card, okay? First of all, look what's happened. This lady, she's getting ready to board the Titanic. And she has all her beautiful clothes on, and she has her, her parasol, the umbrella. Back then they called them parasols, I guess. She's getting ready to go on the ship of dreams, right? But if you notice here, there's a little dog right there. There's a little dog pulling on the lady's dress. The lady's dress, and the dog is smarter maybe than the lady, because you think about this dog knows that this ship is in trouble. If you know anything about the Titanic sank. And what a tragedy. But this lady is carefree, and she's walking right into the path of destruction. And sometimes that's what life tells us, or shows us. When we think that our riches and everything is going to help us, we're walking into danger. And if something is telling you, as such as this little dog is trying to tell this lady, maybe you need to think about it. Maybe it's that serious you need to think about. Maybe I shouldn't be that in a hurry to go and do something that can really devastate my life and somebody else's. So if you come across a situation like this and you feel like that you're not, you don't feel comfortable about it, then you need to find something positive to change it. And there's a lot of people I feel like that got on the Titanic that wish they had never got on the Titanic. I would just say that because I have studied the Titanic. I actually worked in a museum with the Titanic, and I know a lot about the situation, and I can tell you that the number one thing I can say about this is that there's people that was on that ship that wished to God that they had never gotten on that ship in the very end there. And it's so, we don't know what's going to happen in our lives, right? But sometimes we get warnings, and we get something telling us, hey, this may not be the best idea. So, but I'm just saying that this may not be a frightening thing, but it's just the fact that, sometimes if it sounds too good to be true, maybe it's not a good thing. So maybe that, I don't know if that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. This card is trying to maybe tell us. So let's continue on in spirits. Thank you for that. That is a really good card, as all of them are. What's our next card, spirits, for Melania Trump? Help me on the dice. We have a 3. 1, 2, and 3. And let's see here. What do we got? Oh, okay. We have the Nine of Swords. This is probably, as we're getting close to the end of our reading here, this is a very interesting card to come up. And I always say that the spirits never let us down. But if for chance, let's just say that Melania's got a plan. She says, okay, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do when I get into the White House. I have a plan, and there ain't nobody going to stop me. Well, you know what? That's good. You got a plan. But won't here's what I would recommend. And when you see the Knight of Swords, is that there's things that is bothering you about this plan, but you feel like you're going to just bust through and go through it. It's telling me to take your time. Don't rush into something, because you can find yourself into a whole lot of danger. Do your research. If you're wanting to do something very positive once you become the first lady again, do the research and find out what people would like to see from you. It's what I'm gathering from this card, and it can it can be a card where you're wanting to do the right thing, but if you don't study about what you're wanting to do and don't get to research and don't find what possibly look at both everything, what is the positive thing that you want to do and what is the negative thing could happen that you could do. Keep that in mind. So that's this card is getting you ready for your future, as all of these cards possibly could be. And boy, it is, what a read. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. We want all positive energy. Spirits, if you can get us another card, our final card here for Melania. I just know that you guys, I know that folks that's seeing these, that study the cards, can relate to these cards and feel like that, yeah, it's telling us something. It's possibly telling us something about the story. We don't know for sure, 100%, but I'm just saying that it is interesting. It is interesting. Spirits, can you give us the last card that maybe will give us some awareness to Melania Trump, or maybe give her some awareness, which we know, she probably is never going to see this, but anyway, at least we can get an awareness of Melania Trump, because we want to know Melania Trump. We're going to see her maybe for the next 4 years, and maybe she has a plan of, being in the spotlight herself. And we have one. The spirits knew that this card right here, this top card, was going to be the one that would help us, or help Melania, understand what's ahead, or something that is present, or even maybe something in the past. What could it be? Ooh, Lord, let's see here. Look at here. Oh, yes. We have the fortune teller. Yes. Yeah, so the high priestess, the seer, that's the seer, and it is upright. And this is our final card. What a perfect card to come up. And in the world of tarot cards, this would be the high priestess. And it's signifying that this a person, a lady that's very powerful. And this card is saying, listen to our message. Listen to the message that has been given. So I would say to Melania and to us that are reading into these cards here, that we need to listen to the message that not everything is going to be glorious going into the new administration, but with the power that you have, with your knowledge and the understanding that you can do good, this is your time to shine. That this is what I would definitely recommend, and that's what the seer is saying. She is telling you, no matter what you believe in, what religion you believe in, or what anything that your meditation, everything, be positive. But listen to the messages here, and listen to people around you to get you, keep positive people around you, keep positive energy around you, and you will be just fine. Stay away from negativity. But understand how to know that there is going to be negative things that's going to be coming out. Knowing how to deal with it and to stay positive is a good thing. And I think as a mother too, the seer would tell you that, hey, your top priority is your son. Baron, he needs you. He will always need you. And from what I can tell from just a little bit of tidbits of news, you have taught him well. And hopefully he will turn out to be a very fine person, and I'm sure he will, because he has your influence. And right now is your time to shine. Your husband has had the spotlight since he became the first president. It's time for you to get into the spotlight and do good. Now, you don't have to be in the spotlight like him, I would say. But I would just say, if you decide you would like to be in the spotlight, just make sure that it is in a positive way and that it is to help someone, and forget about material things and forget about all this other stuff that you think that maybe will make your life, glorious. Think about the people that would be looking up to you. And I'm just saying that the seer here, the high priestess, is final card here is telling us, hey, you have a positive beginning. Come January 20th, there is a new beginning, and take the positive path. That's what I would say. Oh my gosh. Well, folks, what do you think? I think this is a perfect reading. I think this is just absolutely nailed it. I really do. And I mean, there's a lot of things we don't know about Melania, and there's a lot of things we'll never know about her, but I can just tell you that I feel like that she is getting ready to get into another position that she may or may not want to be in, but she's going to have to deal with it. And and I think the spirits are saying, hey, you can. There's going to be obstacles, but it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine. Folks, thank you so much. You know what? If you have not subscribed to the channel, if you would be so kind, and if you do like this, if you would you subscribe to the channel? And if you liked this presentation I call it a presentation of the card readings, if you hit the like button, I appreciate that too. And if you don't, well, if you could tell me in the comments, why not? What can I change? But you know what? We all are learning here. But I enjoy doing this, and I appreciate each and every one of you watching, and I love every one of you, and I want you to know that, hey, you be positive out there. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. I'd like for all of you to please be safe. And folks, until next time, thank you so much for watching. You all be safe, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.